time, and you believe it is true that Meghan Markle has gone under the knife.
Oh, yes. I mean, of course she has. She's never actually said I have, but you can see because certain things have changed quite significantly.
Meghan Markle has always pushed that natural vibe, talking of clean living and plant-based supplements for years. Her brand leans hard into that image too, making it seem like everything is pure, simple, and straight from nature.
Megan is a huge fan of, natural ingredients. She stays hydrated. She spoke to us about her love of coconut oil, both, on her skin and her hair. She also cooks with it. And this really contributes to this kind of natural glow that we all see.
But behind that polished, all-natural look, people have been talking for a while now. Some believe she may have had cosmetic work done, even though she's never come out and confirmed anything. Still, if you look close, critics swear the differences are there, and they're not shy about pointing them out. She's kept her message consistent, always highlighting natural beauty, skincare routines, light makeup, and overall wellness in everything she shares publicly. It's a big part of how she connects with her audience and builds her image.
I mean, the easiest one is to talk about teeth. When she was younger, she had gaps. And now she's got beautiful teeth, and that helps her give us all a lovely, shiny smile. So that's that.
Even her blog and that Netflix series, which didn't really land well, leaned heavily into that same natural lifestyle angle. But not everyone is buying it, with some critics claiming it feels more like a performance for the spotlight than real life. Now people are breaking down what they call her cosmetic changes, from her teeth to possible enhancements, and the timeline has folks talking. Make sure you stay locked in because the side-by-side comparisons really get people debating. Before getting into all those claims, it's only fair to look at her starting point. Meghan already had strong natural features from day one, with a look influenced by her mother, Doria. Her bone structure, those slightly lifted eyes, and her naturally curly hair all played a big role in her appearance long before any rumors started. Her nose seemed like a perfect mix of both her parents, giving her a balanced and naturally appealing look. Even as a teenager, people already saw her as photogenic and eye-catching without much effort.
And she had implants on her breast, she says, but she later took them out because she didn't want them then. And if you took them out when they're not too big, apparently, it's not something I know for myself here, that it's very easy to take them out. And that's what she wanted because, I've seen when she's very flat and you see her when she's quite not very flat.
But once she started chasing an acting career, things slowly began to shift. Like many trying to break into Hollywood, there's often pressure to match certain beauty standards, and that can influence choices over time. One of the first big changes people noticed wasn't even surgical, but it still made a huge impact. Her hair transformation really stood out. Meghan naturally had thick, curly hair, full of volume and personality. But around the age of 16 or 17, she began straightening it. And that switch completely changed her overall image. That one move reshaped how her face was perceived. Her curls gave off a soft, youthful, and lively energy, while the straightened style created a sharper, more polished, camera-ready look. It might sound small, but hair frames the face in a powerful way, and this shift played a big role in how she started fitting into that Hollywood image. Back in her younger years, Meghan also had a visible gap between her teeth, known as a diastema. Some people see that as unique and even attractive, but in the entertainment world, a more uniform smile is often preferred. Over time, it appears she chose to close that gap, likely through common cosmetic dental work like bonding or veneers, giving her that smoother, more even smile people recognize today. Some people say the gap in her teeth could have closed on its own over time, but others argue that's not very likely, especially in an industry where a flawless smile is almost expected. The more common explanation people point to is cosmetic work, since appearances can play a huge role in landing roles and staying on camera. After the gap was gone, talk didn't stop there. It's been reported that Meghan may have taken things further with veneers, which are often used to create that bright, even, picture-perfect smile. Viewers have pointed out moments where her teeth look slightly bigger or more pronounced than before, which can sometimes happen when veneers are newly done or shaped a certain way. There have also been small details people picked up on, like her occasionally touching her lips or teeth during appearances. Some interpret that as possible adjustment or mild discomfort, though nothing has ever been confirmed. Still, these observations keep feeding into the idea that her public look has been carefully refined over time. During her time on Deal or No Deal, her appearance started another wave of conversation. While the show's styling included push-up bras, some viewers believed her look suggested more than just wardrobe choices. This led to speculation that she may have had breast enhancement during that phase of her career. Then later, when she appeared in suits, people noticed her figure seemed different again. That shift sparked even more talk, with some suggesting that any enhancements may have been reversed. These subtle changes in shape and appearance continue to keep the conversation going.
Then going down the face, if you look at her nose, 100% she's had a rhinoplasty. So do you guys see that this is wider here and narrower here, and you can see more of the bridge of the nose. It's like more, what's the word right? It's just more defined, the bridge here, where the bridge here, it starts narrow and it goes big like this, and here it's like narrow all the way down.
One of the most talked about changes over the years has definitely been Meghan's nose. It's something people keep coming back to, with many believing she may have had rhinoplasty, which is a very common procedure in Hollywood. If you compare older and newer photos, her nose appears more refined over time. The bridge looks slimmer, the tip more defined, and there's even a slight upward angle that wasn't as noticeable before.
Now let's go down to the lips. So here we see a longer distance from the bottom of the nose to the top of the lip, and here it's a very short distance. So she's had a lip lift, and I think a little bit of lip filler. We see more of the pink. Do you guys see that? More of the pink of the upper lip, where here it kind of like slopes down. You kind of lose the pink in the upper lip, where you see more pink in the in the after picture.
These might seem like tiny tweaks, but even changes measured in millimeters can seriously shift how a face looks on camera. Those subtle adjustments can take someone from natural to what many call camera perfect, and that's why this topic keeps getting attention. Earlier in her career, Meghan also had fuller cheeks, giving her a softer and more youthful appearance that stood out. As time went on, her face started to look more sculpted and defined. One explanation people bring up is buccal fat removal, a procedure that reduces cheek volume to create sharper contours. It's become more popular in celebrity circles, but not everyone is convinced it's a good move long-term, since it can sometimes lead to a more hollow look with age. With that loss of natural volume, there's also speculation about the use of dermal fillers. Fillers can bring back fullness, enhance cheekbones, and keep everything looking balanced and smooth. Since they aren't permanent, they usually need regular upkeep, which adds another layer to the ongoing conversation about her evolving appearance. This could explain why her look sometimes seems a little different from one appearance to the next. Small shifts in volume or contour are often what people associate with fillers, especially when the changes aren't drastic but still noticeable. Meghan naturally had well-shaped lips to begin with, but there have been moments where they appeared slightly fuller than usual. That's where the speculation around lip fillers comes in, with many saying the changes look subtle rather than overdone.
Forget about that. Look at her chin. Look how wide it is. Wow, that's wide compared to the before picture, very narrow, pointier, right? After picture, very wide, square.
These types of enhancements are usually meant to enhance what's already there, not completely change it. Since lip fillers are temporary, the look can shift over time depending on upkeep, which could explain the variations people think they see. It adds another layer to the ongoing conversation about how her appearance evolves in different settings. Botox is another topic that keeps popping up when people discuss Hollywood beauty routines. It works by relaxing facial muscles, which helps smooth out wrinkles and fine lines. Some observers have pointed out that her skin can look extremely smooth at times, and her expressions occasionally seem a bit more controlled, which are often linked to Botox use. It can also create a slight lift in the brow area, giving that more open, refreshed look that's so popular on camera. Back in the early 2000s, Meghan followed the trend of thin, heavily shaped eyebrows, but over time, her brows became fuller and more natural looking. At one point, there were even rumors about an eyebrow transplant, adding even more intrigue to the conversation. Even with all the talk, some of these claims are still very questionable. There's no solid proof behind a lot of it, but the conversations keep going anyway. One thing people do agree on, though, is that her eyebrow transformation has had a big impact on her overall look. There's also been ongoing chatter about whether Meghan may have enhanced her chin or jawline. Some say her profile looks more defined, especially from side angles, giving her a sharper, more sculpted appearance. But nothing has been confirmed, and these kinds of changes can easily be created with makeup techniques and clever lighting. Because of that, this topic stays up for debate, with no clear answer. It's one of those things where people compare photos and draw their own conclusions, but there's no official confirmation to back it up. It's also worth mentioning that cosmetic procedures can come with risks and side effects. These can include things like drooping eyelids, visible veins, or subtle shifts in facial structure over time. What makes this more interesting is how strongly Meghan promotes a natural lifestyle, from clean living to a carefully crafted natural brand image. That's the image she consistently puts out there, that clean, natural, effortless vibe. But at the same time, people believe there may have been some help from modern beauty treatments behind the scenes. And to be clear, that's completely her choice. She can do whatever makes her feel confident and comfortable in her own skin. The real issue people keep pointing out is the contrast. When you build a brand around being all natural and keeping things simple, but then stay quiet about anything that might not fit that image, it starts to raise questions. Some feel that if you're promoting that lifestyle so strongly, there should be a bit more transparency, especially when viewers are already paying close attention. At the end of the day, these are all observations and opinions based on what people think they see over time. From subtle changes to more noticeable shifts, the conversation around her transformation isn't slowing down anytime soon. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these changes stood out the most to you? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can join the conversation.